Hello everyone. So in this video, it goes with the Phobias series. I'm going to talk about 10 ways to fight your fears. And this works with phobias as well as just generalized fears and some of the social anxiety disorders as well. Number one thing to do is take time out. It's impossible to think clearly when you're flooded with fear or anxiety. The first thing to do is take time out so that you can physically calm down. Distract yourself from the worry for about 15 minutes by walking around the block, making a cup of tea, having a bath, drawing, just random things to get your mind off of it. Number 2, breathe through the panic. If you start to get a faster heartbeat or sweaty palms, the best thing is not to fight it. Stay where you are and simply feel the panic without trying to distract yourself. Place the palm of your hand on your stomach and breathe slowly and deeply. The goal is to help the mind get used to coping with panic, which takes the fear of fear away. Number 3, face your fears. Avoiding fears only makes them scarier. Whatever your fear, if you face it, it should start to fade. If you panic one day getting into a lift, for example, an elevator, it's best to get back into it the next day. Imagine the worst is number 4. Try imagining the worst thing that could happen. Perhaps it's panicking and having a heart attack. Try to think yourself into having a heart attack. It's just not possible. The fear will run away the more you chase it. That can be kind of difficult because everybody's like, why would I want to make my fear worse? You're not making your fear worse. You're making your fear less by thinking of something worse. Number 5, look at the evidence. It sometimes helps to challenge fearful thoughts. For example, if you're scared of getting trapped in an elevator and suffocating, ask yourself if you have ever heard of this happening to someone. Ask yourself what you would say to a friend who had a similar phobia. And 6, don't try to be perfect. Life is full of stresses, yet many of us feel that our lives must be perfect. Bad days and setbacks will always happen, and it's important to remember that life is messy. Number 7, visualize a happy place. And I am working on writing a meditation to take you to a happy space during any kind of phobia attacks, anxiety, whatever. But that'll be in a later video, of course. You take a moment to close your eyes and imagine a place of safety and calm. It could be a picture of you walking on a beautiful beach, or snuggled up in bed with your cat next to you, or a happy memory from childhood. Let the positive feeling soothe you until you feel more relaxed. And number 8 is talk about it. Sharing fears takes away a lot of their scariness. If you can't talk to a partner, friend, or family member, you can call a helpline. I have a ton of them on my community page. You could also try a cognitive behavioral therapy approach. Some people actually will do this over the phone, like if you have a social phobia and you don't want to seek out physical counseling. There is a lot of places that will do the cognitive behavioral therapy over the telephone and just kind of guide you through it. I'm not exactly sure if I have any of those specifically on my community tab or not, but out of the ones that I have on there, it's a possibility that some of them do that as well. If not, they can probably lead you to someone that does. And if the fears aren't going away, you can always ask any medical provider if they can refer you to some counseling, like in-person group therapy, psychotherapy, or perhaps there is an online one that the doctor could refer you to that your insurance and stuff would help pay for, with it being a referral. Number 9 is go back to the basics. Lots of people turn to alcohol and drugs to self-treat anxiety, fear, phobias, etc. But this will only make matters worse. Simple, everyday things like a good night's sleep, a wholesome meal, and a walk are often the best cures for the anxiety that is brought on by the phobias. And number 10, reward yourself. Give yourself a treat. When you've made that call you've been dreading, for example, reinforce your success by treating yourself to a massage, a country walk, a meal out, a book, a DVD, a puzzle, whatever it is that makes your life happy. And I will end this video by saying that everybody has phobias. We all do. Some of them are more than others. Somebody that says, oh no, I don't have a phobia of anything. It's probably just because they haven't experienced something yet that makes them alert and aware that they have the phobia. But phobias are very, very, very common. So just remember, you are not alone. Have a good day, everybody.